the last, my last, what, 20%? I think I can make this work.
Buckle up. Buckle up.
Oops. Oh, I did not know, I didn't know that was him. I didn't even know that was him. I didn't even know that was him. Mr. Toby, let me think. 3 months ago.
Wait a minute.
Yeah.
What the?
So much for watching, and make sure you follow and support.
What?
Okay, it declined. Nope. Immature. What does that mean? Settings. Let me see.
Oh, you know what? Hold on. Well, it's too late to, damn. I don't know, I'll probably come on here tomorrow night and just, yeah. Yeah, I think that, yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go live tomorrow night and I'm gonna just come on here and just start and game. Come on here tomorrow night, game. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. That's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm gonna come on here tomorrow night, and I'm gonna I just got some games on my TV, and I'm gonna come on here. I'm gonna go live, and I'm gonna just go live. Yeah. Matter of fact, that's gonna be the new plan from now on. So every time I don't have a show or do a show, like like every weekend, or every other day, or whatever the case might be. If I'm not doing a show, if I don't have a show, I will come on here. I'm gonna go live, and I'm gonna go live, and I'm a game because I just bought some games on my TV. So that's gonna be the new plan from now on. So there y'all go. So here the 911. 911.
Alright, so we have Wendy's squad, so we're gonna see who is
Support our social. Two babies. Okay, that's the first. Okay. Boom.
listen, cause I usually post the
Alright, we're gonna pause that. We gonna go ahead and get this show started because I only have like 20 like 10% on my battery. So we're gonna start this show. Welcome to the Bobby McHenry Show, ladies and gentlemen. I have 10% on my phone, so we're gonna make this count. Thank you so much for tuning in this evening. I hope everybody is having a great evening, a great rest of your day. This is the Bobby McHenry Show. It's a late night talk show right here on TikTok. I go live every night at 11:30 p.m. Eastern, 10:30 Central. That's California time. I go live Monday to Friday. Weekends, I just announced that I will be going live every weekend, and I will play my games that I just bought on my TV. I will be going live every weekend and playing those games I just bought on my TV. So that's gonna be the new plan, the new idea for the show. So every weekend I'm gonna come on here and I'm gonna play like a different game every weekend. So that's gonna be the new plan for the show. So again, thank you so much. We're gonna go ahead and stop talking, find some people to interview, to match with. I only got 10% on my phone, so let's go. Oh, Angel. She's on. Okay. All right. Get the questions ready. Okay, decline. We just got a first decline. All right. Let me follow horror. Oh, damn. Okay. Okay, let me follow horror. Follow horror. Got you. Make it horror. Okay, she declined. So let me go here and pick go up. Hola.
Good evening.
Good evening. How you doing?
Okay, not much.
Yeah, we can.
I started by going to relative, but there's some nuggets, 9 nuggets. Guys, we don't want this for 9 nuggets.
What's that?
Steal your heart away. You give it
Oh.
away. Have you ever searched for words to get to in the past, but you don't know what to say, and you don't know where to start? Have you ever guys, making us some tough
Y'all don't let me lose, okay? I forgot we had a two-piece. 3 minutes. If somebody can come in here and snipe, that'll be very appreciated. We got 3 minutes. If somebody can come in here and snipe, that'd be great.
Have you ever closed your eyes and dreamed that they were there? And all you can do is wait for that day when they will care. Have you ever loved somebody so much makes you wanna breathe down and cry? So let's thank you. Have you ever tried to find the words that they don't? Have you ever? That's my technical. Have you ever? What do I gotta do to get you in my arms? What do I gotta say to get to your heart? To make you understand how I need you next to me. Gotta get you in my world. 'Cause baby, I can't sleep. Have you ever loved somebody so much? Have you ever needed something? Breaks your words. Thank you, child. Try to find the words, but they don't come out right. Ooh, following like all the content, but he's doing quickly. I'm really like I don't know. I want to be up being. That's fine.
One game, man, please. I don't want this one to a long time, I have too much now.
I'll find a way to get through. Living without you. You were my sister, my strength, and my pride. They know why. Still I will get by. Oh, okay. I was just saying it. No.
What you think, guys? Please.
Absolutely. Don't protect the two-piece.
We're not here. If you're talking for that, yeah, thank you. Thank you, guys. I know what this will not get steps. Alright, chat.
Have a good day.
Thank you. Thank you, guys.
All right, so we just lost our two-piece. But it's fine because you know what? We're gonna always get it back, so that's it's fine. But for all who just tuned in, I see Labs you just tuned in. Y'all go pick him up. Y'all go follow him. That's a good friend of the show. He does a wonderful show himself. It's called Real Talk with Labsy. If you want to, go over there and pick him up and follow him. He talks about real stuff. I was gonna cuss for a second, but yeah, if y'all want to hear some real talk, some real conversations and stuff like that, y'all go pick him up. Real Talk with Labsy. That's the show that y'all want to get hip to or whatever the case might be. He is a good friend of mine, a good friend of the show, and he has been a very good supporter, a friend of mine and the show ever since I followed him on Instagram and on TikTok. And I know he's watching right now. So Labsy, thank you so much for your support, and I deeply appreciate you so much. And once the show gets big or whatever the case might be, I will never forget you. Mark my words, I will never forget you or none of my other followers at that. Once this show gets big or whatever the case might be, I would never forget each and every single one of y'all. I will always remember everybody who has supported me, shown me love, all that good stuff. I will remember each and every single one of y'all. Mark my words for that. Once that day comes and the show gets big and whatnot, I will try my best to maintain that level of professionalism while still being myself. If that makes sense. What's up, Queen? But yeah. So we're gonna. I think he's trying to come on the show. So we're gonna accept the request and we're gonna have him on the show. So, ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, here is the host of Real Talk with Labsy, the one, the only. Y'all give it up for Labsy.
What's up, Bobby? How are you, my friend? I'm good, man. First of all, thank you so much for having me on here, man. As I said, this was God's timing, man. Like, I needed to get my 1,000. I finally got my 1,000, and it's all just to get the show started. And it is, man. It honestly, look, I'm not gonna lie. It is an honor to be on this show with you, to be honest, because as I said, and just as you said, and I want to say thank you for your kind words as well. I deeply appreciate them. You are my little protege. For the people that don't know, I'm pretty much helping Bobby really come out of his shell a little bit more, and he's doing very well. He's doing very well, and he's doing big things. Like, even like to a point where if you come on this show and you want to comment, you want to make stuff, you gotta sub, right? Like, I've never seen that before. So he's doing something that's not anyone's doing, because this is how serious this man is. This is how serious this man is, how he wants to make it to the top. You feel me? So Bobby, man, just, you know what? Just, I want you, but actually, you know what? We're gonna have a conversation with something just quickly. I want you to always be proud of yourself as well, because I think many of us don't really get the real time to really just sit down with ourselves and really think, am I really in that position where I was before? Like, what was my life maybe a year ago or 2 years ago or whatever? Am I still living that life? If so, am I happy with it? Okay, cool. If not, then we got to change it. But if we've already progressed and we think, wow, we came this far, like, to make ourselves evolve for the better for ourselves, because we went from people walking all over us to us not noticing much people, because we got to focus on ourselves. Not paying attention to the white noise is also something that I try to encourage Bobby to do, is just focus on you, focus on whatever path that has been given to you, and ignore the white noise. That's it. It's really not that It's really, and but in saying that, it is easier said than done because the white noise can come from family. It could come from, the white noise can come from family. It could come from your own friends. It could come from your own spouse, really, and you have to fight them because, and if you think that, and if you, and in that mentality, it's like, well, if I do myself, if I do me, then they're not going to like me no more. But the fact of the matter is, because they've painted a picture of you about what you are, that they don't want that to change. For some reason, it's really weird. I don't know, but yeah, but yeah. I just wanted to give that. Just wanted to say that quickly, and just encourage people to really just chase whatever it is that they're chasing because we have a lot of time. The biggest misconception of time is that you think we live in a society where you have to do this little checklist to do what you got to do by 30, right? When in reality, it's like, well, we don't live. That's like 100 years ago. People used to live maximum like 50 something. Now we've extended that to like 80, 90. So it's been extended by like 30 to 40 years. So we have all the time in the world. Don't let society fool you. Don't let society fool you when it comes to, thinking that, oh, you got no time, blah, blah, blah. You have time, but in saying that you have time, but you don't have time. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta chase that. You really gotta chase it because if you don't chase your dreams, that's when your time is gonna go faster and you don't even realize it. To be honest with you, but yeah, I just wanted to say that. But Bobby, what you got for me, bro? This is your show. I want you to lead right now. Talk to me, bro. Talk to me.
No, I mean everything that you said is I totally agree with you. Everything that you just said. About the whole, just believing on my, with yourself and just,
Yeah.
like not giving up on myself and staying positive and stuff like that. So I kind of needed that in a way. So, you know, um,
Man, hey, as I said, bro, even sometimes even me, I sometimes need that reminder too. Sometimes, because it's like, hey, we're giving all the wisdom, we're giving the encouragement, but sometimes we need that a little encouragement too. Sometimes the strongest people can break. Even us angels can be in the darkness. You know what I'm saying? And those types of metaphors. But yeah, man, it's very important to really just compliment yourself and to really just be proud of yourself, of your progress. You know what I'm saying? Because the positive points that we also have to remember is, as long as we're not lazy, we're not like doing handouts 24/7, just trying to leech off people to survive. We're actually doing something. Because I have this argument with a lot of people. I say that you if you die tomorrow, how people are going to remember you.
mm,
That's something you got to figure out, because it's like, well, I know for a fact, for me, an example, if I die tomorrow, I know for a fact people are going to be like, you know what, Labsy enjoyed what he loved doing. He loved to build. He loved to, he was pretty much not trying to be like anyone else. He was his own person. He was networking. He was working in his own way. He was a good person. He looked out for his people. He would put others before himself, etc., like that. And knowing that people will remember me for that is a big deal. You know what I mean? And I know that, and I've even said this to you, and I'm going to say this on your TikTok as well, that Bobby McHenry is a successful man. I'm going to say it one more time. Bobby McHenry is a successful man, right? And I'm not talking about society's version of successful. I'm not talking about that. I'm not counting that, right? Success, to me, being successful is that you're doing something that you love and you're getting results out of it. Whether it's positive or negative, but you're still getting results. That is success, because you are working endlessly. Whether if you're failing or you're succeeding, it doesn't matter. You're still working. So that's if that isn't success, I don't know what is, to be honest with you. You feel me? So yeah. But again, I'm going into talk show mode. Sorry, bro. You go. This is your show. This is your turn. Sorry.
no, it's all good. But no, I thank you for the kind words. I
I don't want to take. I don't want to take your. I don't want to take your. You know, your comfort. I don't want to take your storm, bro. You. That's all you, bro. All right, I'll shut up now. This is all you. You talk. All right. I want. I'm the other, another guest on your show. You do your thing. Go for it. Let's do it.
Oh, good.
I see you got cue cards there. What's the cue cards on?
Um, just like questions. Like the first question is like
Ask me these questions. Let's do it. It's about
okay.
time I get interviewed for once.
All right. So the first question is,
Mhm.
tell me about yourself and what do you do?
What do I do? Well, my as well, obviously, as we all know, I have this sort of real talk with Labs, as you can see behind me. I am who I am. I'm a caring person. I am a unique person. I am not a perfect person, but I'm someone who's not afraid to be himself. I'm not afraid to uh, see what's next and see what's next when being like always curious about what's going on around me. Um, I I am. What else am I? I gotta redo this because I did write it down, but I gotta redo it because I've obviously evolved after a few years, and I'm very alert. I'm a very an alert person, if that makes sense. I'm very alert when it comes to my surroundings, when it comes to people. I'm really on it, and that's pretty much who I am. Um, what I do for my day job, I actually work in a warehouse that does school uniforms. So the company that I work for has it's for school uniforms, and where my department is, where what they like to call inbound production. So because in Australia, because I'm from Melbourne, Australia, by the way, for the people on the Bobby McHenry side, and the schools in Australia, they all have school uniforms. There is not one school in Australia that have not a school uniform on. So there's a fun fact for you. So I so we send out the garments, like whether it's blazers or their hats or their shirts or their pants, skirts, etc. And they send them out to get the symbol. Like every school's got a symbol, and then when it comes back, I have to do like the quality check just to see if it's all right, colors are correct, and I make a decision where if I keep it in the warehouse, I or that I send them to the school if they need it. So that's pretty much what I do as my day job, as well as networking as well. You good, Bobby?
Yeah, I'm just trying to,
Yeah, it's all right.
yeah. Give me 1 second.
Yeah, it's all right. But while he's looking for something, ladies and gentlemen. So yeah, that's pretty much what I do. And also when it comes to this show here, I do this 100% by myself. Actually, when it comes to this show, I do it more on Instagram. That's where pretty much most of all my interviews are, as well as like stuff, stories and stuff. And trying to, with me coming on to here, it's me pretty much experimenting with TikTok and see how it go. Because I know it's a completely different algorithm altogether. But what I do know is that I am trying to see what their algorithm is like on TikTok and see how we go with that. So yeah, so that's pretty much what I'm doing right now. Uh, did you need a better light, Bobby?
Yeah, I know. I'm trying to. All right.
Yeah, it's very awkward, especially doing it in your own room, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, I feel that, man. Because I do this. Well, I do it in my room as well. So I've got people looking at my curtain and shit. I've got people looking at stuff, and it's crazy, absolutely insane.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
Um.
actually cool.
Where's my stuff?
Chat and interview. I like that.
Oh, okay.
Because I'm also noticing the top in the corner there, underneath where it has your title there. You've got chat and interview underneath there. I like that.
Thank you.
All right. I'm ready for the next question, sir. Let's do it.
All right, we are back. Okay. Let me see. All right. So, first question is, what are you trying to get out of TikTok? Like a goal, a dream, like like a push note, like you have like a particular like follower
Mm.
goal, or like um, like is it like just for like what's the word I'm looking for?
Is it
Um,
more of a like? Are you talking about like? Is it more of like a hobby thing, or are you trying to achieve something, or what are the? Yeah, okay. So the ambition and the goals with TikTok, right, is obviously getting more connections, obviously getting more connections through every algorithm possible, whether it's Instagram or TikTok or whatever. Pretty much just spreading the show everywhere. Like if you like exactly how, when it comes to a radio station, like they're going to be promoting shows here, promoting shows there, and promoting shows there. That's kind of that's pretty much what I'm trying to achieve at the moment, And followers wise, I mean, look, I mean, if I get the followers, cool. I mean, if I mean, I know there are people out there that really absorb the message what the show uh, sends out, and they really absorbed it. It really connects with people, which I'm very proud of, and that's the goal that I've reached, and which I'm very happy for, and I'm very proud of myself for that. And we'll just see. Again, it's pretty much just seeing where it takes me. Like I can't really say there's a specific goal. Like I'm the top. I've got that mentality now where if I'm going on, just say if I'm going on TikTok, let's try it out with that and see where it goes. And if it works, cool. If it doesn't, cool. We'll go somewhere else and we'll do it there again. That at least we've known that we've said, hey, we've tried TikTok, well, and then the algorithm worked or it didn't work or whatever, and then yeah, we'll just do something else if it doesn't work.
okay. Um, let me see. Do I have a follow up question? Let me see. Okay, so
Next question. Let's go.
okay, so okay, so I know you were a big fan of Craig Ferguson. I saw it.
Hell yeah.
So my next question is, who inspired you? So like I said, Craig Ferguson. So like um, what aspect or like qualities of Craig Ferguson do you like admire the most? If that makes sense.
It was him being himself.
Right.
That was the big thing for me. It was him being himself. Like I've always loved Craig Ferguson because he loved being himself. He he barely does anything scripted. Yes, he does a pre-show, but that's obviously for company purposes and as well as just trying to see what the questions are and stuff like that. But when it comes to seeing the environment and seeing how different it was, like I don't know any talk show that's got a robot skeleton or of two people in a horse costume. You know what I'm saying? Like you don't see that anywhere, and that kind of really grabbed my attention already because again, like no one. Because actually, no, sorry, it kind of reminds me of Australian shows where they used to use like little puppets as a little sidekick. Because there's this one I want you to Google it when you're ready. His name is Agro as in Agro, and he was like a little puppet. He was like a really sarcastic kind of smart aleck kind of puppet. And just to sort of bring a different vibe to the show. And it kind of reminded me of that. And then it was really refreshing. It was really, really refreshing seeing that. Um, and I thought to myself, I'm like, man, I wish I can kind of do that. Like that's kind of inspired because again, I love talking to people. I love having conversations with people, and I just love that kind of vibe where you can just have a chat and really just be yourself and let loose and just chill, really. and you know, and it's something that you can. And a lot of people said I've got the radio voice. A lot of people say I've got the TV voice or the TV personality. So you know, I'm really pursuing that as well. So it's kind of killing two birds with one stone with that one. And yeah, so that's pretty much where the inspiration from came from. And it's actually interesting you mentioned for Craig Ferguson as well because he's got his own podcast too. And I started listening to it, and he was actually interviewing Josh Robert Thompson, who was actually the voice of Jeff, right? And it was, man, it was a great interview, man, because they were just reminiscing, they were just talk like little behind the scenes secrets of certain things, and it was a great conversation. It was a fantastic conversation, and I really enjoyed it. So I reckon when you get time, I reckon you should have a listen to it as well. If you need the link, I'll give you the link for it.
Yeah, you might have to do that for me. Okay.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay. All right. Let me see. All right. So let me see. Customer 3 4. Okay.
I hope I'm not putting you under stress, by the way.
Oh no, no, it's all good. It's all good. Okay. So my next question is,
Hmm.
like in terms of like guests, like, like who do you want to like interview? I guess it's like celebrities, random
Yeah.
people.
You know
Um,
what? The
yeah.
biggest the biggest celebrity I would love to have a conversation with
Mhm.
would be my favorite rapper E40, right? Because well, I actually know it's not just E40. There's also Zero as well. He's the both of these people that are rappers. If they're not familiar with who these people are, so E40 is a rapper for almost 30 years, probably plus actually, going on to almost 40 actually. Now that I'm thinking about it, because he started in 1988, and fun fact, he was Tupac Shakur's best friend.
Oh wow.
Yeah, so there's a photo of him and E40 and Tupac together, and I'll send it to Bobby McHenry so he can show you guys as well if you guys watch this later. Um, and yeah, so his music has really spoken to me and really taught me how to be wise and know what to look for and stuff like that. His messages in his music really helped, even with Zero as well. Like the rapper Zero taught me that to be one deep. And I didn't really understand it at first. I mean, look, I can never be his level of one deep because my heart is way too big. I mean, maybe because he's gone through something that I will never understand. But his music has taught me that you really got to put yourself before everyone else and really just focus on your path and getting this money. And I'd love to have a conversation with those guys. And yeah, I mean, look, hopefully one day if I get that opportunity, cool. If I don't get that opportunity, I mean, all right, cool. But in God willing, I'd like to say. But yeah, it'll be E40 and Zero. What I'd love to have a conversation with.
And then my last question is,
Yes.
um, okay, no, this question kind of gets people because every time I ask it, they be like, "What?" So I'm gonna ask you, if you were granted $1 million, what,
Yes.
what and how? It's a two-part question.
Hmm.
What and how would you spend the money on and why?
Okay. Well, the very first thing I would do is invest that money. Like if I, because if you, because you got to understand this, right? Because the legendary rapper Scarface said this perfectly. He goes, "This life is about getting. Sorry, life is not about bitches and money. Sorry for the swearing, but life is about getting this money, right?" And when we mean by getting this money is that, say, with the question, well, to answer your question, if I got $1 million, I got to put it somewhere where that money can grow, where that 1 million can turn into two, the two can turn into four, four can turn into 10. Like, I mean, look, it'll have to be a very interest. Maybe it could be properties, it could be, something, maybe an Airbnb, something like that, you know. Um, and yeah, that's because that way, when that money grows, I can use that money to use that money to pretty much do whatever it is I desire. Whether if I can travel anytime I want, like, I mean, to a point where my private plane can be my Uber. Let's pretty much to put it that way. You feel me? So yeah. So that's what I would do with $1 million. To invest it. So yeah, even with you, Bobby, like if you get your little piece of money, man, go invest it in something, man. Make that money grow. You don't, and I know a lot of people say, no, you got to enjoy it. You got to spend the money. I'm like, yeah, but I want to spend it. I'm happy to spend it when money's not an issue, when money's not a problem, you know? So yeah, I'd rather spend it when I know that I'm financially stable and financially okay. You know? And then that's why we know the money's never going to run out because we've already used it wisely. That's all.
I respect you.
You got to invest, Bobby. You got to invest it first. You got to grow it. You got to grow it to that way when you spend it, you don't have to worry about, oh man, why did I spend it? Because I think that's another reason why people have that mentality on, oh, they just want to spend it because when you spend it, it's like, oh crap. You'll have that mental regret in the back of your head. Everyone has it. I used to have it. When I was broke, man, when I was broke and I was spending something when I know I shouldn't have, and I spent it because I needed to buy something to make me feel better. You know what I mean? Because when I was depressed and that type of stuff, and realizing it made me even more depressed because I was like, oh man, I shouldn't have spent that money. I could have just kept it to, put it somewhere else. But that's why I say when you invest, because when your money grows, right, you can spend whatever it is you want, and technically you're not losing because your money is growing.
Okay.
You feel me? And I get it, bro. And I understand you, bro. When you want to get a piece of money, you just want to spend it and go crazy. You know what I mean? I know you want to have a collection of blazers for the show and everything. You want to get a collection of hats. Just to sort of spice it up a bit. Nothing wrong with that. But when the time is right, that's when that's when you do that. It's all about being wise when it comes to decisions. Wait, how old are you again, Bobby?
In my 20s.
Yeah, bro. Hey, listen. You got all the time in the world, bro. You got all the time in the world to invest your money and do all that. Because by the time you get to my age, man, you'll be buying your mama a house. You feel me?
Yeah.
And I know that's it. What that's every son's goal for their mother. You feel me? Like, because I want to buy my mama a house, man. But unfortunately, how I grew up was, I wouldn't say wasted, but like there were so many years not getting the opportunity to grow properly until that opportunity finally came, and then that's when I really hustled, man. And yeah, but yeah. But that's all the questions you got for me, bruh. That's all. All right, but you know what? I have to jump off only because it is 10 a.m. 10:08 a.m. Saturday. Well, 10:09 now. And then there's a few things I got to do. I got to do some more networking for the show, but I'm going to jump off. Thank you so much, Bobby. Thank you so much. I finally get to be on your show, man. And as I said, bro, just keep growing, keep doing what you're doing. Forget about the white noise. Just, man, hey, when you do get a little of that piece of money, find the best way to invest it, right? And as I said, bro, don't worry about the now. Think of the future because you are going to be around. I promise you, you are going to be around in the future. So, man, but yeah, bro, is there anything you want to add before I leave?
No. Let me see. How many? I have two. This is. Oh no. So I have 3 people watching. So I just want to say real quick, for the 3 people who are watching, go follow this guy right here. He is my what you call it, my mentor or whatever you want to
Yeah,
say.
mentor. Yes,
Yeah.
mentor. Yep.
So he does a show. It's called Real Talk with Labsy. He is if y'all want to do us an interview, so how does that work out? Like how do you get like people on? Like do they have to inbox you or Like
I
you have
mean,
a
look, for me, like if they want to inbox me, that's fine. I usually do the reaching out as well. I do a lot of reach outs just to see if they want to be on the show or not, if they are comfortable to be on the show, which is very important. And yeah, and then that's when we take it from there. I try to keep it more of a conversation than an interview. I mean, there'll be interview questions, but there'd also be more of a conversation in between. So
right.
yeah.
Okay, well, y'all go follow him, and that will be it for today.
Thank you so much, Bobby. I'm gonna jump out, but thank you so much, Bobby. You take care, my friend. And my door is always open if you need me, and we'll have a conversation. All right?
Right.
Don't be afraid either. I don't want that. I don't want you being awkward or whatever. If you want to talk, talk, bro. Reach out. Remember, mental health is everything. You feel me? All right. Have a good night, my friend.
You too.
Mm.
All right, that was Labsy. Y'all go follow him. He's cool people. And I think that's about it for me. I will be back on tomorrow night. What's tomorrow? Hold on. Yeah, so tomorrow night. So about that, I have to check this in. So tomorrow night, I'll be going. I will be back on live. Like I said, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna come back on tomorrow night. Like it's same time. Tomorrow night, same time. I'm gonna come on. I'm gonna go live. And I'm gonna play some games I bought on my TV, and and I'm gonna go live. And show y'all if that makes sense. So yeah, just be here tomorrow night. I will be on live playing games on my TV. So tomorrow night, right here on TikTok, it's the Bobby McHenry Show, 11:30 p.m. Eastern, 10:30 Central out there in California land. Y'all be here tomorrow night. That's Saturday, October 8th, right here on TikTok. Tomorrow night, I'll be going live playing games tomorrow night right here on TikTok. Thank you so much for watching. That's it for me tonight. Have a good rest of the weekend, and I will see y'all tomorrow night, same time. Peace.